of years ago, I saw the pilot for a show called 12 Forever, which was on Cartoon Network's YouTube page. And when I watched it, I thought it was just okay, but it had some interesting ideas to it. And then I heard, oh, it's not going to get a full series at Cartoon Network, it's going to move to Netflix. I thought, interesting. And then even when it was released, I heard nothing about it. No one was talking about it, no one was promoting it, there was no advertising. It was really unceremonious. So I thought, oh, that's really weird. Think somebody posting about that, one person said, oh, 12 Forever came out and no one's talking about it, there's no advertising, what a shame. I thought, oh yeah, that is weird. And then the news broke about the creator and the dumpster fire that was going on behind the scenes. It seems most people on the internet, at least in the animation circles that I hang out in, have been talking about the creator is a self-admitted pedophile. And was fired very early in the show's production for sexual harassment towards male and female crew members, and is now in the middle of a lawsuit. Rightfully so, thank God. To my knowledge, no children were actually harmed. I heard someone else took over. I heard that it was a really difficult production, that nobody's promoting their work on it. Someone even correctly pointed out, you're not going to find somebody who's going to be proudly talking about their work on this show. Which, that just makes, I just feel so bad for the artists and crew who had to go through that. The new showrunner, Shadi Potosky, I don't know what her situation was, if things were equally difficult for her. I'm sure she went through some challenges too. She actually created Danger and Eggs, by the way. It was on Amazon, so I knew her name. And I finally thought, okay, I actually heard that the show itself, despite all the hell that was going on behind the scenes, the show itself was actually pretty good. So I checked it out on my own, and honestly, yeah, the show is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's perfect by any means, but there is a real charm and likability to it. It has good ideas. I like how frank it is about puberty. I like that it has LGBT content. I think the designs are adorable. Well, for the most part. I miss Shane. Shane was the character I really, really loved in the pilot. I thought, oh, he's so charming, he's so adorable, he's such a grounding presence. He worked off the main character, Reggie, really, really well. While the new friends aren't bad by any means, I just felt like they didn't have the camaraderie with her that Shane had. I miss that character. Because again, he was a nice grounding presence. I thought they had better chemistry. Thought he was a really likable, relaxed foil to her. But again, the new friends aren't bad. I guess I like the look, I like the colors, I like the Cartoon Network-esque vibe about it. I like that it does talk about puberty, kind of less Big Mouth but a little bit more than Pepper Ann or As Told by Ginger could get away with. It's kind of funny, a redheaded female protagonist show talking about puberty. I bet that's going to be a genre eventually. By the way, I did watch Big Mouth. I thought it had good writing, I thought it had good messages, I just found it too gross for my liking. But 12 Forever, there's such a likability to this show, there's such a comfort to it. I find its awkwardness rather endearing. Funny thing is, I'm more interested in, I guess because I do like the characters' relationships. Reggie's struggle is her mom essentially is trying to encourage her to grow up, but she really doesn't want to. She wants to stay a kid. She's afraid of growing up, doesn't want to, and I think that's very relatable. I think her struggles, her fears, her awkwardness, it does make her an endearing character. A lot of people like the Butt Witch. I'm not gonna act like I don't understand why. They show her from the back a lot. I've seen so much fan art of this character, and I was laughing. But otherwise, I think I'm less interested in the stuff in Endless in that world. I think I'm more interested in the characters' relationships in the real world. I'm not entirely clear how Endless works. I think it's just cute to watch Reggie deal with her problems. I guess I think the innocence of this character and her awkwardness, something about, I don't know, there's just something about this show that has this very endearing charm to it. It's just such a shame that the creator is a creep and that the artist had to go through hell and all the nightmares that happened behind the scenes, which, again, it's a shame, because the colors are nice, and the characters' relationships are rather nice, and I think it deals with themes that a lot of kids can relate to, and it feels like there's a sense of fun to it. It reminds me a little bit of Chalkstone. It's because of the Endless is essentially a world of imagination. I think the messages are very good. I think the creativity really lends itself to a lot of possibilities. Yeah, it's a shame because it's an endearing show, but good lord, the artists and crew deserved better. I also miss Shane. He was a cool character. But I'm sure there's going to be other characters who I can appreciate just as much. It's actually a pretty good show on its own. And I'd be curious as to if other people can get past the horrible backstory or not. I don't know. For me, I guess if I didn't know the backstory of this production, I wouldn't have guessed, personally. Be curious to see people's opinions on the show itself, if what the creator did ruined it for them. I don't know. Sucks for everyone who had to go through that nightmare behind the scenes, but the show itself is actually quite likable.